Imagine a world where Juventus didn't dismiss Kaká with a laugh, but instead embraced the Brazilian prodigy and built a dynasty around him. Would history have been rewritten? Before we dive into this incredible story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more untold tales from the football world that might just change the way you see the beautiful game. Luciano Moggi's offhand remark, Kaká, we could never sign anyone with a name like that, has become one of the most telling reflections of Juventus's short-sightedness during a time when Italian football was at a crossroads. That dismissive laugh, which might have seemed like a harmless quip at the time, was actually a missed opportunity that would come back to haunt Juventus as Milan soared to new heights with one of the most electrifying players of his generation. In 2003, a 20-year-old Kaká arrived in Europe carrying not just a footballer's kit, but the hopes of an entire nation. Fresh from Sao Paulo FC, where he had dazzled with his mix of grace and flair, he brought with him a spark that was impossible to ignore. Just a year earlier, he'd been part of the Brazilian squad that won the 2002 World Cup, a remarkable achievement for a player so young that he was still learning to handle the spotlight. Yet despite his youth, Kaká already exuded a maturity on the pitch that belied his age. Vision, dribbling, and a sense of the game's rhythm that left even seasoned defenders grasping at shadows. The Brazilian media wasted no time anointing him as the next in a long line of legendary playmakers, names like Rivellino, Socrates, and Zico. Expectations were sky high, and yet Kaká wore them lightly. His style was reminiscent of a classic number 10, a player who could orchestrate attacks with a single touch, who saw passing lanes that others couldn't even imagine, and who played with an elegance that seemed effortless. When Milan secured his signature, they were getting more than just a promising talent, they were investing in a future icon. On the other hand, Juventus's decision not to pursue him was based on a name, a joke, a trivial detail that would later come to symbolize a fatal misstep. Kaká's impact in Milan was immediate and undeniable. With his clean face and charming humility off the pitch, he quickly endeared himself to fans and teammates alike. On the field, though, he was a force of nature. His acceleration from midfield, combined with pinpoint passes and an eye for goal, made him one of the most feared attacking midfielders in Europe. Defenders would back off him, unsure whether he'd unleash a powerful shot, slip a killer pass, or simply dribble past them as if they weren't there. In his debut season, Kaká played a pivotal role in Milan's Serie A triumph. Under the watchful eyes of legends like Paolo Maldini, Andrea Pirlo, and Andriy Shevchenko, he quickly established himself as the linchpin of a team that exuded class and composure. That season, they finished 11 points clear of Roma, a testament to Milan's dominance and Kaká's rapid adaptation to the demanding world of European football. But Kaká wasn't just a domestic star. His impact on the international stage was even more profound. The 2006 to 2007 season became his magnum opus. He scored 10 goals in the Champions League, including a mesmerizing double against Manchester United in the semi-finals that left even Sir Alex Ferguson in awe. It was a performance that defined his career, a moment when the world realized they were witnessing greatness in real time. Milan went on to lift the Champions League trophy in Athens, avenging their heartbreak against Liverpool 2 years earlier. His accolades that season were staggering. The Ballon d'Or, the FIFA World Player of the Year, the UEFA Super Cup, and the FIFA Club World Cup. Kaká had cemented his place among the pantheon of footballing greats, a player who combined elegance with ruthlessness, humility with brilliance. And yet, one can't help but wonder, what if Juventus hadn't dismissed him with a laugh? What if they had recognized the potential hiding behind that name? Imagine Kaká threading passes to Alessandro Del Piero, exchanging 1-2s with Pavel Nedved, linking up with Edgar Davids in a midfield that would have terrorized Serie A and Europe alike. Juventus could have built a dynasty around his talent, a team that balanced grit with grace, power with poetry. But instead, they watched from the sidelines as Milan and the rest of the world marveled at the player they let slip through their fingers. Moggi's joke became a cautionary tale, a reminder that in football, dismissing talent on superficial grounds is a mistake that can echo for decades. Today, Kaká's name stands as a symbol of what can happen when faith is placed in talent, regardless of the labels attached to it. A name that once made people laugh instead became a name that made defenders cry and reminded the world that sometimes the greatest treasures come from where you least expect them. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, drop a comment below with your favorite Kaká moment, and subscribe for even more fascinating football stories. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned as we uncover more behind-the-scenes stories that reveal the human side of the legends we love. See you in the next video.